I'm so excited. I finally get to share with you all the adventure I had this past July 4th weekend of crewing and riding in a hot air balloon. We're going to talk about how fabulous that was, and I'm going to show you some great shots from that experience coming up next. Hi everybody, my name is Dee Burks and this is Retirement Rescue, where we talk about how to make money, save money, and create a retirement from nothing. Well, as many of you know, I had a grand adventure over July 4th weekend. It was my first experience riding in a hot air balloon and crewing that balloon. Now I'm going to be talking more and more about putting adventure into your life. And this is just the first installment. We're going to be talking about day trips, half-day trips, but when you get the chance to do something really awesome, like ride in a hot air balloon, say yes. There aren't that many opportunities to do something really incredible, and I have to tell you, I am so grateful I took this one. I do want to say that I kind of apologize for my filming. This is the first time I really took my camera out and filmed something like this, and honestly, I wasn't very good at it. But as my oldest child pointed out, hey, it's not the Cannes Film Festival. We're just wanting to see what happened. And this is what happened. But let's talk a little bit about the balloon rally. Where I live, Raton, New Mexico, we have every year the Santa Fe Trail Balloon Rally. It is put on by our local Main Street organization, and our Main Street organization is one of the best, if not the best, organizations in the entire state for this type of thing. They do lots for the community as well as put on things like this rally. Now, like I said, it's over July 4th weekend, so while everything is going on out at the airfield with the rally, downtown there's lots of music and entertainment and booths and things to do for the kids. It is just a great small town good time. And I know a lot of you really haven't experienced that small town good time, and this is one of those events that absolutely qualifies in every respect. Now, one of the best things to going to a small balloon rally as opposed to like the big one in Albuquerque, the huge balloon rally they have, is when you go to Albuquerque, you feel like a little ant in amongst tens of thousands of other little ants, and you really never even get close to the balloon field. Well, in Raton and at most small rallies, it's wide open. You get to bring the kids and the dogs and just have a good time and get up close and personal as the balloons are being filled and they're taking off. And those who sponsor a balloon get to go up in the balloon and ride just like I did. Now, our balloon got to go up every day for 3 days, which is a little bit unusual. Usually at least one day the weather won't cooperate. And we thought that might be the case on the first day because we had cloud cover. But it turned out to be perfect. It was beautiful. But let me walk you through what happened. Now, when you arrive at the airfield, like I said, this is small town USA. You park your vehicle in the field behind the rope and you'll walk down to the field and the building where they're having the pancake breakfast. We have another local volunteer group called the Raton Ambassadors. They were working the gate, checking in balloon crews and chase teams right there early in the morning. And realize this is at 6 in the morning. It's early. It's early, y'all, because balloons go up early. So 6 a.m. they're starting that pancake breakfast. That is a wonderful thing that the Elks Lodge here in Raton, it's Raton Lodge number 865, puts on every year, and they're there every morning at 6 cooking pancakes. And believe me, those pancakes are just as delicious as they look in this footage. But that's the Elks Club, and every morning we would have a pancake breakfast, and you would get 2 pancakes, 2 sausage, syrup, all kinds of fruit topping, coffee, juice, whatever, for $6 every morning, and it was wonderful. Then they would have a short pilot's briefing to let them know about the weather conditions and anything they needed to know. And then we start filling up balloons, and it is that simple. This is our balloon, any way the wind blows. And let me talk to you about the people you're going to be seeing repeatedly in this video. This person right here is Rick Moore. He is the pilot of our balloon. Rick is a retired insurance person, and he did not start ballooning until after he retired. And let me tell you what, for those of you who think those balloons are light, Rick estimated that our balloon with the fuel tanks was about 800 pounds. That includes the basket, the actual balloon part, the envelope, and the fuel tank. So they are not light. It is very physical to get these balloons in and out, get them up, take them down, get them packed away again. Is a very physical thing. But Rick has been doing this for a number of years and is a great pilot. And for those of you who may be wondering, he's 75 and he is in great shape. So don't think just because you're 60, 70, maybe even 75 or over that you couldn't do this. You absolutely can. You can get out there and crew a balloon just like we did. We kept joking we had the over 60 balloon crew. But you know what? We did fine. But he is one of the people you'll see repeatedly on this video. This is Patty, his helper. She's one of the people that crews with him all the time. He also brought another friend, Dave, who came up and helped him as well and helps him a lot. So these are experienced balloon crews, so it's not like you have to figure it out by yourself. Here locally, I put together a group of people that include Lindy and Ron, good friends of mine. Ron is a retired railroader. Lindy still works. She's a speech therapist. She's also the mayor pro tem of Raton. So, but Lindy and Ron have crewed balloons for well over 10 years. I believe they told me 13 or 14 years now that they have crewed balloons. So very experienced and helpful, let me tell you. The newbies on the team were basically myself and my good friend Linda Broday, who drove over from Lubbock and spent all 3 days helping to crew this balloon. Linda is a historical Western writer. She's one of my several famous author friends, and I'll put a link below to her website and her information if you want to go look up her books. But she enjoyed this just as much, and she was a newbie like me, so we were both first timers. Now basically, once we got the balloon unpacked and unfurled, it was as simple as fill it up, hop in the basket, and go. And that's what we did. Now, I'll be honest, that first day, I was nervous. I am not a fan of heights at all, and I knew I was committed to going up in this balloon. And you'll notice, you know, as you watch the video of us unpacking this balloon, this is a tiny little basket, y'all. I mean, tiny. It's stretching it because of the tanks that are also in this basket. It is tough just to get 3 people in there, 3 adults. So it's a small basket, not a lot of room, and you go up very high in the air, and I was not super excited about that part of it. However, it turned out to be fabulous. You float along, there's no sensation of movement at all, and it's just gorgeous. It's just so beautiful. You don't even think about how high off the ground you are. You really don't. It was a beautiful, fabulous, fabulous trip.
Yay! Thank you, crew.
Bye, y'all. Oh, wow.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Look at that view.
I know.
Wow.
Couple things. Don't
Yes?
touch any of the control lines.
Okay.
Don't touch any of the handles on the baskets unless I ask you to do so.
Okay.
Whatever we do, if we land, don't get out until I ask you to, because if I get out, you're going to go flying by your welcomed you with softness. The sun has almost blessed you with its warm hands. You have flown so high and so well that God has joined in your laughter and set you back into the loving arms of Mother Earth.
Oh,
That was
I
the
love it.
Irish contribution.
And of course, we get everything back to the field, and the next morning at 6 a.m., we do it all over again. Now, the second day, I got to be on the chase team. The chase team follows along to try and figure out where the balloons are going to land, and then help get the balloon from wherever they land back into the trailer and packed up and safely back to the field. Now, balloons do not have a lot of control over where they go. They are literally going where the wind blows. So the first day we went north and landed over in a field toward the country club. The second day we went south, and the balloon landed just short of I-25. Now, one of the fabulous things about July 4th weekend is anyone who is traveling the Raton area or over to Trinidad, going over the Raton Pass early in the morning, is going to see these balloons. And it's a beautiful sight from the highway. But keep your eye on the road. So Rick landed the balloon near the highway, and Ron drove my truck while we bumped across the field, and he was doing his best to miss all the prickly pear, and miraculously he actually did. I didn't end up with a flat or anything. He missed the prickly pear. And once again, we loaded up this balloon, and we did the same thing the third day. We also grabbed extra people, and this is something to note. If you go to one of these small events, by the second and third day, because people have to go back to work or go back to whatever, a lot of times they need extra crew members. And if you show up at the pancake breakfast, there are crew members like myself who will just go and randomly say, hey, are you busy? Would you like to crew a balloon? And there's always a chance you might get to go up just by helping out and crewing. But several of the teams needed extra crew, took on extra crew. There were several of the balloons offering extra rides to people, and all of that is just part of the fun. But this is a great example of how you can go out there and grab adventure and really have something that you will remember years from now. Nobody wants to get to the end of their life and wish they had done these things, wish they had gone and tried something new, done something different, had this kind of experience. So the next time adventure knocks, say yes. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.